Hi everyone. In this video, we'll see the dot sort, dot order by and limit operations or method in PySpark. So I have already loaded all the SQL functions and we are going to use this dataset. So let's do display df. So this is our dataset. So first we'll look into dot sort by. So what does the sort do? It is similar to what we do order by in SQL, where we want to sort the data or we want to order the data in a either in ascending or descending order with respect to any column. So in the same way, in PySpark we have dot sort by. So let's use this df dot sort by. Sorry, df dot sort. So in the df dot sort, we have to first provide the column. So we'll use column object here. Then let's say salary column, and then we can do dot ascending, and if I will do dot so here, so see, earlier the order of salary was in this way. Now we have the salary column sorted in ascending order. Not just the salary column, whole data frame is sorted in ascending order. In the same way, here we can use descending, and this will also work. See, now the salary column or the data frame is sorted in descending order. Now, in the same way, if we want to sort the data frame by multiple columns, how we can do that? So we can do that by using the same sort, and we'll provide a list of columns. So let's say first we want it by, let's say, city, and then another column will be, let's say, salary, and now after that we'll provide ascending, and here we'll provide a list. So in the list we have to define, okay, in the first we have city column. So we want city column in, like, whether the ascending should be true or not over there. So if we say, let's say ascending is true for this, and for salary we want ascending to be false, so we'll give false. Here we can also give 1 and 0 also, that will also work. And if we'll do dot so now we can see city column is sorted in ascending order, and then salary column is going to sort in descending order. So in this way, we can sort the data frame with respect to the multiple columns. So this is how the dot sort work. And in the same way, if we look df dot order by, so now it is, you can say, an alias for dot sort. So it is similar as sort. So even if you see, we have to provide the column, and then we have to define whether it should be ascending or descending. So if I will say column salary, and if I will say, let's say, descending, and if I will say dot so, see, it is doing the same work. So dot sort or dot order by, it's the similar thing. So whomsoever is coming from the pandas background, who have learned the pandas, they know, like, over there also we have the dot sort method. And if you think about the order by we have in SQL, where we write the query and at the end we say order by column name or ascending or descending. So in this way we can sort the data with respect to the columns. And Now the another thing we have is limit. So what does the limit do? As the name suggests, if I will use dot limit, so it is going to just limit the data frame, how many number of rows we want to consider or how many records. So we have only just one parameter here, that is integer. So if I want, if I'm giving 3, and if I will do dot so it will going to show me just 3 rows of data. So where we will use it? So most of the time we will use it when we are exploring the data and we just want to understand the columns, like how many columns we have, and we just want to look into a sample of a data set. So for example, if I have a very big data set and I have a lot of columns and I just want to look into the some couple of rows, so I'm doing display dot df dot limit, and I will give, like for example, if I'm giving 5, so I can just see a sample of data set where I will be able to understand, okay, these are my values, this is the data type of a column. So this is more or less just for checking the subset of records, we can say. So this is how we can use dot limit. Thanks for watching.